A few years from now, the really big-time criminal, I mean the man who keeps himself in the super tax bracket all the year round every year, will no longer be the man with the big foreign car, the yacht in the south of France, the jet-set image. He'll be much more like the bloke in my rearview mirror. His name's Guy Parker, and he's not a criminal. He's a computer security expert, and he's on his way to reconstruct the crime of the future. He's going to show you how he stole £34,563 and 28p. This is the company he's going to. It could be any company, anywhere. It could be the one you work for. He actually did the job a few weeks ago, and nobody here knew except the company directors who let him try it for tomorrow's world. But as you watch Guy Parker at work, remember he claims a real crook could do just as well without anybody's permission. Stage 1, get into the building. The easiest way? Look respectable, walk through the front door and play on most people's trust.
Good morning, I've got an appointment with Mr. Andrews.
Oh, yes.
Before I go and see him, though, I need a packet of cigarettes. Can I get any?
Yes, certainly, just round there in the canteen.
Thank you.
Stage 2, say you're doing a survey. Many companies are too big for individuals to know you're not. Then get hold of a computer printout of other firms this company normally does business with. Stage 3, find a firm on that list with whom no transactions have taken place for a few months. Ring them to make sure.
Oh, accounts department.
The firm you talk to exists in the computer's memory as an account number. The aim of this telephone call is to make sure they haven't sent any bills recently and aren't therefore expecting any money. If they're not, you can manipulate their computer account number without fear of reaction.
There won't be any. Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Stage 4, persuade the computer to transfer that account number to your own bogus company. That involves paperwork, so find a paper.
I want the stationery cupboard. Can you tell me where it is? It's over there.
In the stationery cupboard will be two vital forms. One's called an amendment form. The other is a slip that shows company authorization to pay a bill. Now, most companies using a computer follow laid-down procedures, so the forms are easy to recognize. This is the crucial stage, and the way to play it is to make sure nobody notices you. In most offices, if everybody's working hard, they're much too busy to notice you anyway. Stage 5. Take the amendment form, fill in the account number you got from the computer, and beside it, the name of your bogus company. Name changing like this happens all the time, when businesses merge, for instance. That's what amendment forms are for. Stage 6. Get the bogus amendment into the computer.
Amendments?
Simply drop it into the tray where all paperwork going into the computer is placed. There may be several collecting points like this in a very big company, and the more there are, the easier it is. And the girl who picks it all up isn't paid to ask questions. She merely takes everything into the punch card room. It's here that all the data, including yours, is turned into computer language, a series of holes on a card. Detection of your bogus data at this point is virtually impossible. Minutes later, the computer is activated to receive the hundreds of cards in this batch. When it's finished, stage 6 of your plan is complete. The computer now regards that original account number as rightfully yours. Anything it's told to do for the number, it'll do for you. Stage 7, find somewhere quiet. This next bit takes a while and should be carried out unobserved. Take out a number of specially printed fake bills carrying the letterhead of your bogus company. Each one bears details of fictitious consignment of goods and the total due in payment. To each, you have now attached one of the payment authorization slips you got from the stationery cupboard, suitably filled in with a computer account number and some scribbled fake initials. Get these bills to the computer and you're home and dry.
25.
Stage 8. Find a pile of similar bills, but real
I
ones.
just want to check something.
This is another collection point for paperwork going to the computer. Again, acting the part of someone doing a check, take out the same number of real bills and their attached payment authorizations as the bogus ones you've prepared. Switch them. That way, if there's a spot check by the accounts department, the numbers will tally.
Thank you.
Once again, the system helps you. The bills and the orders to pay go into the punch card room.
Can I have these done first, Pat? We're waiting for work. Okay, Irene.
Each hole in this punch card could be worth £1 or £1,000. Stage 8 is completed as the cards go to the computer. It's already got a perfectly official change of name in its memory for the original account number. Your demands for money on that account number will now cause no problems at all. Stage 9. Some companies have a final cross-check system. They ask for a periodic overall total bill from their suppliers. So, 2 days before you walk into the building, send them one in the post. When a clerk cross-checks the dozens of computer printouts saying, pay so many bills totaling so much, yours will tally just like everybody else's. So, the moment of truth. The checks are typed. The size of the check you will get away with depends on knowing what amount will pass scrutiny without question, and that depends on the size of the company you've taken on. Well, that's how he did it. As he leaves the building and gets into his car, having once more proved his point, here's how Guy Parker says you can stop it happening to you.
Oh, yes.
Before I go and see him, though, I need a packet of cigarettes. Can I get any?
Yes, certainly.
Don't make it easy to get past the receptionist.
There won't be any. Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
He can't phone the outside firm and use their account number if he can't get hold of the computer list of names. Don't leave it around.
I want the stationery cupboard. Can you tell me where it is? It's over there. Thank you.
Paper's worthless until it's written on. Protect it.
Okay.
Amendment.
Open collecting points for documents invite trouble. Don't. Only an expert knows what's on this card. Don't let the crook get this far.
460.
Oh, I just want to check something.
Double check on anybody who does anything out of the ordinary. Protect your computer most of all. It trusts everybody. Well, there he goes, and if he were a crook, he'd be off scot-free, because he'd got no money on him. Nobody knows he's done what he's done except the computer, and it won't tell unless it's asked the right kind of questions. He could as easily have put himself on the payroll, the pensions list, or got goods instead of money. And he warns that there are people already beginning to commit this kind of crime in England. Now, if you think all this is a bit far-fetched, you should know that Guy Parker has already persuaded people's computers to part with no less than £3.5 million. Now, he's torn up the cheques, of course, as we will with this. Because, to add insult to injury, not only did he get hold of £34,563.28, but he had it made out to us. It was signed because the computer said so. It was sent to us because the computer said so. If we went to our bank, we would have it cashed because their computer would check with the original computer. It's as easy as that. So be warned. Oh, yes.